to the brink, your money just extinct. You should eat a Tide Pod cause you wash and you stink. Want me to think you get girls do, why is you lying? I don't buy it, man, you made them chicks up. John Hughes, where's science? Went to public school in NYC, so I'm stupid with the words, fuck a SAT. Smart enough to go to college, but not for free. Only eat what was allowed in the EBT. While y'all was filling out FAFSAs, I was trying to get my money faster. Trying to be a model, get my racks up. Trying to be the flyest motherfucker, that's my NASA. Realist paint a picture, verified any caption. Fuego, 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 fuego. Too hot, fuego, you not, fuego. Cops, fuego, new block, fuego, 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 caliente, fuck you, I meant it, I steal your girl, smooth, suavemente.
Young senorita, eat it like a pita. Pretty in the face, I'm the new black Mona Lisa.
Yo, my money to the brink, your money just extinct. You should eat a Tide Pod cause you wash and you stink. Want me to think you get girls do, why is you lying? I don't buy it, man, you made them chicks up. John Hughes, where's science? Went to public school in NYC, so I'm stupid with the words, fuck a SAT. Smart enough to go to college, but not for free. Only eat what was allowed in the EBT. While y'all was filling out FAFSAs, I was trying to get my money faster. Trying to be a model, get my racks up. Trying to be the flyest motherfucker, that's my NASA. Realist paint a picture, verified any caption. Fuego, 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 fuego. Too hot, fuego, you not, fuego. Cops, fuego, new block, fuego, 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 caliente, fuck you, I meant it, I steal your girl, smooth, suavemente.
Young senorita, eat it like a pita. Pretty in the face, I'm the new black Mona Lisa. I'm the new black Amex, no visa. Just to get a taste, he applied for the visa. Your girl hating, but your man's a believer. Got him switching sides like Vegeta. To beat Gohan, you gon' need God and Frieza. Rest in peace, now your whole fam sitting shiver. My life bonita. I get more cheese than Chester the cheetah. Dipped in a bowl of Velveeta. Mira, this fuego is off. The meters is ether. I got make you follow the leader.
Fuego, 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 fuego. Too hot, fuego, you not, fuego. Cops, fuego, new block, fuego, 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 caliente, fuck you, I meant it, I steal your girl, smooth, suavemente.
Welcome, 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 welcome to ICMTU, which is short for I Can't Make This Up, is a live comedy show hosted by AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. ICMTU brings people together from different backgrounds by sharing true stories that have happened in their lives. This episode's shout out goes to all the Black businesses in Virginia. We're going with all the Black businesses in Virginia. Yeah, that's me. I'm the one back here giving the shout out. So all the Black businesses in Virginia, this episode is for you. The shout out is for you. So if you guys are in Virginia or know somebody that's in Virginia or just know a business that's in Virginia, make sure you reach out, support, 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 support. All right? All right, y'all. It's that time for me to come in. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, all right. I think they ready. Let's get it. Oh, what's good? What's good, everybody? Hello, 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 hello. Whoa, yeah, baby. We up in here. We up in here. That's right. I got my all caps fitted on, my all caps shirt on, baby. It's the year of the ox. That's right, baby. It's the year of the ox. So don't forget it. If you hear some noises every once in a while, like some grunts, it's my dog Zips up in the building. You know what I mean? He's in here. Oh, he chilling. So that's what the noises are. It's not me being nasty. You dig? All right. So everybody, I need to see what's going on. That's right. Let me see. Talk to me. Let me see what's good. See how people are feeling. This Thursday is the Thursday before Easter. So things, you know what I mean? Some people might have an early weekend start. Some people might be doing a lot of different things. I don't know. Let's see what's good. All right. So it is now that time for everybody to get ready. You know what I mean? Everybody, I know you need to get yourself together. So right now we're going to take some time for you to get your sips. We're going to let you get your smokes. And we're going to let you, if you need to, take your shits. All right? So while you do that, I am going to get ready at the same time. So enjoy this beat as we get on into it. You dig? Yeah, baby. Sorry about it. Sorry. Oh, Oh, technology. Technology. All right, here we go. 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 Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Hey, hey, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? What's going on? You know what I mean? Why you getting your sips, your smokes? It's the bass. Woo! Woo! You hear that? Hear it? Hey, what's good? Tell me how y'all feeling. How y'all feeling? Let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know. Hey. Ooh. Hey, 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 hey. Ooh, what's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? To the people that are back there taking them shits, take your time. To the people that are doing they sips, come on over. And to the people that are getting they smokes, come on back. Come on back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me know. Let me know how everybody's feeling, what you're drinking on, what you're smoking on, and don't tell me how you're shitting. All right, people? That's the one part I don't need to know. Keep that to you. All right? Hey, okay. Now, hopefully that we're back. There's only one other thing we got to do to get started. Yeah. Which one y'all finished? Let me know. Let me know. Because it's time to re-up. All right. So there's only one other thing before we can get things started. So, my guy, Big Willie Get Silly, spelled one word, all caps. If you would please supply the intro by my band, Salt Pepper Ketchup, featuring my guy, who's Jesus the Bodega Cat on.
You know I can't make this up. Neither can I guess. That's why we have fun here. You know we can't make this up. Neither can I guess. That's why we have fun here. Yeah. I can't make this up, baby. Ya tú sabes, coño. Ahí, lo fuimos.
Welcome to another episode of I Can't Make This Up. I'm your host, AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. You can find me at www.ajdunk.com. And from there, you can find my Facebook, my Instagram, and my Twitter. It's all located at ajdunk.com. So when you're done here at the Litverse, which is where you are, where it is shows put on people that look like this, more of this and less of this. That's what we do over here at the Litverse, okay? So that's where you are. And while you are here, make sure you hit that follow button. Just tap that follow. That's so you get alerts of when other shows are happening on the Litverse. You got the guys. You got the guys. That's a good show. I'm telling you, get your politics there. You got the guys. You got Talking Spit with Marlon and Greg. Check that out. That's on Wednesdays. Got I Can't Make This Up. Oh, we get them alerts. Let you know that I Can't Make This Up is going live. So you don't have to go on your phone and be like, hey, AJ, when is this? When is this? Hey, it'll just tell you that we going live. So make sure you hit that follow button for that. And make sure you go to ajdunk.com once you are done on the Litverse. All right. Because then you can subscribe to YouTube and you can subscribe to Instagram, follow Twitch, all that other stuff. You can support the boy over there at ajdunk.com. All right. All right. Oh, and I can't forget Psychic Bars. That is also on the lit verse, baby. All right. So, all right, everybody. So, you know that I get guests. I get guests on here, and I have a special guest here today. I have a special guest. Now, I do consider all my guests to be special, but when I bring this guest in, I want them to introduce themselves, and I want you guys to make noise. I want you to give me emojis. I want you to spell stuff. Just support, clap it up at your house, even though we can't hear you. Big Willie Get Silly, if you would, please bring in my guest.
Hey. I was hoping you were going to keep the boom, boom. I was hyped. What up, everybody? My name is Daypool, Day, Daytime, all these different aliases like I'm Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, or Diddy. But I am here and I'm excited to be with AJ Dunk, no cap, tonight for I Can't Make This Up.
Everybody make some noise for my guest, Day. I'm sorry I can't call you Day because I'm just going to feel like you're going to call me Craig.
Hence why I never go by that is that I've actually never seen that movie. Don't take the card because unfortunately they said I never got my black card because it was just revoked in transition. So it is on my list of things that I need to do. I should have done during quarantine, honestly, but
you know what? If you haven't done it now, wait until quarantine's over to watch it and watch it with some of us.
Okay. That would be a fun live, just me watching Friday for the first time.
And if you tell them if you want to, that's all on you. But I'm just saying, you can tell them if you've seen it or not. But watch it with them. Watch it with them, and you'll be cool. All right. So I like to. Oh, look at that! You're getting compliments. Nice hat, Day.
Thank y'all. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
So can I be honest? The reason I have this hat on is real talk, and this is I can't make this up. I was panicking trying to shave and get ready, and there's a glass thing in my bathroom, and unfortunately cut into my head. I'm not going to show y'all because it's low-key where my edges are thinning, but I was just this perfect timing, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw this cap on and get ready. So I appreciate that, y'all. Thank you.
Oh, we in for some shit today. The story hasn't even started yet, y'all. And this is the truths we getting. Oh, it's gonna be some shit today. All right. I like to check in with my guests to see where they're located because I get guests come from all over and they come in. I just like to check in. So I'm located in Jersey City. Where is it that you are checking in from, Day?
I am coming all the way from the world-renowned, internationally praised Norfolk, Virginia. I mean, if you're not from Norfolk, then what are you doing with your life? That's essentially what we say around here. Absolutely no one says that, but only our military people, which we love. So
give it up for Norfolk, y'all.
Yeah.
Give it up for Norfolk. Because also, if you notice, Day said Norfolk for the people that weren't familiar. And then the second time he said Norfolk. So if you know, you know.
You know, exactly.
Yes. All right. Yes. Are you ready for me to explain to everybody what is about to happen?
I am very ready.
All right. Everybody that's watching on YouTube, everybody that's watching on Twitch, everybody that's watching on YouTube, everybody that's watching on Facebook, whether this is your first time, whether it is your every time, whether it is what time is it? I'm going to explain to you what it is. All right, that's you about to see. So on ICMTU, the host, AJ Dunk, spelled all caps, me, has guests come on the show and tell true stories that have happened in their life that they cannot make up. So my special guest here today, Day, is going to share a true story that has happened in his life. Now, while he's telling this story, I want y'all to comment, okay? Comment. Let me know. Keep me posted on stuff that's happening that they saying that I ain't catching. All right. Comment. Let it go. But if you have a question, I want you to put a question mark next to it, because while you're commenting, I'm gonna be listening to the story. I'm gonna be taking my own notes. And once Day is done telling the story, I'm going to be asking questions. So if your question has to do with the story, I am going to be popping it up on the screen. So if your question is like, hey, Day, you ever thought about putting that poster behind you straight up so it looks like the Eiffel Tower is straight? And if it's on point with the story, it could potentially be asked. All right. So remember, comment. But if you have a question, put question marks next to your question so it could potentially be asked. All right. Everybody in New York got an auntie in VA.
That's facts, no cap.
you can confirm that.
Oh yes, everybody. I've never understood why people from New York come here, but I'm told it's because they like the change of pace. I used to live in Atlanta though, and everyone in Atlanta was going to New York, and New York was going to Atlanta. So I'm like, what makes you stop in Virginia? So I don't get it. But
it's because it's all about church and love.
You know what? That's what we'll go with today.
All right. So last thing before you tell this story, I have to ask you, Day.
Yes.
Do you pinky promise that this story is true?
Oh, I absolutely pinky promise that this story is true. I'm not great. I don't even have the energy to lie. So.
All right. So Day, if you would, please share this story.
Yes. Okay. So I am actually going to talk to you all tonight about the time that I was on Simon Cowell's The X Factor, which I can't believe will be almost like 10 years now this year, which is insane. Yeah.
I'm gonna pull a Simon real quick and just remind everybody that this is the first time that I am hearing this story too. So is everybody, we're gonna be shocked just the same way. All right. Yeah. I'm sorry, mate. Continue.
Yeah, so I actually want to take you all back just a wee bit and tell you, I feel like this story would be a lot better if I tell it in my British accent. What do you all think? I'm not sure. But anyway, so I think it'd be really exciting to actually tell you the part that I don't think I've told many people at all, which is actually a year before I even got on the show. So I have a joke. It's like a running gag between me and my best mate, Alan. Hello, Alan, if you're watching. And we always joke that when we talk about things, they tend to happen. So we try to be really, really careful about the things that we talk about. So, because one time we talked about this crazy natural disaster, and literally the next day there was a tsunami, but I'm not going to tell you what year that was because you guys aren't going to come find me. But anywho, so for those who don't know, the X Factor is like this huge show overseas, and they have Leona Lewis, One Direction, all of those little people, Little Mix, all these great artists come from there. And my best mate and I were like, yo, if we could get on the show, this would be amazing. But we were really specific. We were like, yo, we can't even because, for people who don't know, spoiler alert, on a lot of these teles is pre-production rounds. So you actually don't see the judges till a lot later in the process. So I was like, yeah, we could never go through all the pre-production rounds. It would have to be straight to Simon and everyone there. So keep that in mind. So I used to be in a group, used to sing on the ocean front for tourists every summer. And one year, it was our last year, and we actually broke up. The group was over. We weren't really speaking because of crap happening. So I get a call that X Factor is coming to America. And I'm so excited. I'm oh my gosh, wee little me is going to America. So I actually I was at out on the western side of Virginia at Virginia Tech. And I got an email saying that hey, Fox News over there. I know Fox News sounds synonymous with craziness these days, but that was actually the local news station. They're doing a competition and the winners get to go fly out and audition. So I'm oh snap, this could be my moment. Oh, say, can you see? My country tis of thee. God bless the queen. So I was cool. So I actually auditioned and I won. But caveat, I tied for first place. So it was me and another mate. She was really awesome. Shout out to her. Haven't talked to her in years, but she's amazing. Okay. It's important to the story because we fly out to Texas. It was actually the second time I've ever flown in my life. So I was freaking out. And it was the longest flight I've ever been on. I remember it because it was the day Beyonce was on American Idol. And I only remember that because I didn't know that you're supposed to eat gum on planes to like not to like help your ears. And unfortunately, my ears were clogged for 6 hours. And literally, when they didn't pop until I was watching Beyonce singing 1+1 that night. And when they popped, it hurt really, really bad. Oh my God. Anyways, moving right along. So then,
Shade.
no, it was not. I would not shade Queen Bee. Listen, I don't need the Beehive attacking me. I like her. I was actually grateful that she broke it. So, make love to me. So I actually thank her. That's probably why it's one of my favorite songs from her. She relieved me from the stress that I was going through internally. Anyway, hello, Donna. Miss Donna, I love her. So I don't know why I'm still talking in the accent. I guess eventually it would just walk away, but
Let it go. Let it go.
I don't even know how to do that. Okay, so yeah. So moving right along, I ended up auditioning. So remember I told you guys about the prayer. My friend and I said we can't be in the pre-production. We need to get to the judges. I was not in the judges. We were in the pre-production. And it's weird because I'm actually telling details I never told. So you could kind of tell, like, it was like duck, 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 goose. So like you knew if you were a duck, if you were a goose. I was a duck. I was not the goose, and I didn't make it. Like they don't even pay attention. She wasn't even paying attention to me sing. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna get it. So I didn't. But this is important. So while there, you're there with all the winners. Oh, by the way, you don't get any preferential treatment. Literally, all they do is guarantee an audition and you stand in a different line. Just want to let that go. But anyway, I got really excited because I was talking to people that were there because they're from all parts of the country. And we just exchanged numbers, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, it was nice to meet y'all. I didn't get it, whatever. Well, always pay attention when God connects you with people, because one of the girls that I met while I was there, she texted me and was like, hey, I don't know if you know this, but they're doing virtual auditions and you can just submit a video. And I was like, I mean, if they didn't like it when they saw it in person, what makes it look different in video? But anyways, I decided I'm going to do it. But what was different is that I also decided, in the group that I sang with, I was the person who had all our footage. So I just so happened to clip a clip of us singing, and I sent it in. Like you're supposed to have all this stuff in the audition, like say your name and where you're from, blah, blah, blah. I didn't do any of that. I just sent the video and I was like, if they're not going to watch it.
Right.
So for the next 6 days, every day I'm checking my email, like, okay, maybe they're going to do it. Maybe they're going to do it. Well, guess what? They never responded. So I think I stopped checking on a Tuesday. In the meantime, I was actually in a research program. This whole thing is crazy and all connects at the end. So guys, stick with me because I'm only doing this once and you better listen and ask your questions now. But so I was doing a research program and we were actually going to Atlanta for the weekend. So we left for Atlanta. I stopped checking Tuesday. We left for Atlanta on Wednesday. So we go down there. I'm having fun. Anybody that's in Atlanta is really relevant because I was at Maggiano's in Perimeter Mall. It's relevant to later. And I get a Facebook message and it says, hi, I'm a producer from the X Factor. We've been trying to reach you. We really want you and your group to come on to the show and audition in Seattle. First and foremost, I'm like, spam. But I was like, well, I was like, they haven't tried to reach me. I lied to you not. I stopped checking my email that Tuesday. They emailed me on Wednesday. So from Wednesday through Saturday, they thought I was ignoring them. And I promise you I wasn't. So I call and I'm like, okay, let me just check, because I was like, is this for the actual pre-production or is this for the judges? And they said, oh no, you guys are going straight to the judges. And I'm like, but let's talk about this, because if you remember from the beginning of my story, my group was broken up.
Yeah, I've been listening.
And the next part that I didn't add was, it's Saturday. The audition is Tuesday. The audition is in Seattle, Washington, and they don't pay for your flight. So I had to then call my best friend and say, hey, Alan, I got some good news and I got some other news. The good news is X Factor wants us to audition. At first, he's like, what you talking about? And I explained the situation. And I said, well, the other news is that joker's in Seattle, Washington, bro. Who got that money? And he was like, so he proceeds to be like, after the hype, like, wait, you do know we're not a group no more, right? And I was like, yeah, about that. So how about you call this person and I call that person, and then we're so fast forwarding through this because I want to make sure we can enjoy it. My aunt is the MVP because she had just got back from the Dominican Republic, and she paid my $1,000 flight, and she said, listen here, boy, if you don't get on this show, your bags will be packed and sitting out front of the house. And I was like, I promise you, auntie, we're going to make you proud. So Tuesday rolls around. Mind you, I'm on a whole program, by the way. So then telling my program director was also the fool, because she was just like, you're in the middle of the program. And I was like, I'm only going to be gone for like 2 or 3 days. Okay, so we fast forward to Monday. I arrive in Seattle. Again, all these flights, and I've never been flying. So this is all new for me. And this was my longest flight. This was coast to coast. So if you haven't been together in a year, common sense would say, hey, we have an audition on Tuesday. Let's rehearse on Monday, guys, and get there as early as possible so we can rehearse and like work through everything. Well, one member, I love you, Brandon, who subsequently ended up on The Voice. But anyway, Team Adam. But let's talk about this. He then says, oh, guys, I'll be there at like 7 tonight. So meanwhile, we're sitting here like, this isn't Destiny's Child circa 2001. We need all 4 members. So we're just walking around Seattle, kicking the cans or whatever. And then long story short, he gets there, we rehearse. So for anybody who might have seen the audition, we auditioned with End of the Road. Spoiler alert, we did not go there to sing End of the Road, despite what that television tells you. So the one song we did not practice, actually, because Brandon got there super late and we were singing into the nighttime and we had to get up at 6 in the morning. Yes, I love to shade him about this part. The one song we didn't sing was End of the Road because they kept saying, don't be typical. We're 4 Black guys from Virginia Beach. What song is typical? End of the Road. And so we didn't practice it. We were like, they'll never ask for that. We practiced Katy Perry's Fireworks, and that was our original audition, but it was a piano ballad. Guess what they asked for? End of the Road. So that version y'all see on television is the first time we sang that song in over a year, which is why, in my opinion, it sounds like garbage, even though people liked it. So we're fast forwarding. Can't believe it's not butter. We get 4 yeses. Actually, my favorite part of that whole performance, if you watch when we run outside, Simon Cowell on the television show is looking at us like, is wrong with y'all? The reason he's looking like that is because I got overhyped and ran out and my mic pack fell off and almost broke. And so the production was like scrambling to get on stage and fix my mic pack. So imagine my embarrassment that the first time these people are meeting me, because this is Simon Cowell, Paula Abdul, Nicole Scherzinger from the Pussycat Dolls, and L.A. Reid. Sheer embarrassment. I'm like, they're not going to pick us because I literally just broke their equipment and they're looking at me like boo-boo the fool. But to my surprise, they didn't. They gave us 4 yeses. People always ask, what is it like? And I tell them it felt like watching TV because they're judges and you're so used to seeing them from that angle, it didn't feel real. So honestly, we just focused. We used to perform, like I said, at the beach. So we're used to just performing for crowds. So it was like 13,000 people in there. And I was like, y'all, we're not paying attention to the judges. We're just going to have a concert. And that's what we did. And it was super fun. Word. We walk off stage and I lie to you not. We walked off stage and said, ugh. And the people were like, hey, guys, we need to get that again. You don't look excited. And we were like, oh, our bad. So we come out and fake an excitement run. But then the reason why is not that we weren't grateful. What people didn't realize at this point, it's almost like 48 hours of no sleep. Oh, because I'm skipping parts. We auditioned that night. So remember when I said Brandon got there at 7, we're rehearsing to like 2 or 3 in the morning. We get up at 6 to get there. Guess what? We didn't probably perform until like 9 that night. So we had been there all day, like Kanye said. So after, and what you don't see on camera, Lord, I hope I don't think they can sue me for this anymore. But what you don't see is after you finish that, if you actually get a yes. Oh, because before we walk on stage, one of the producers was like, yeah, guys, it's been tough out there today. Nobody's got a yes. And we're just like, thanks, bruh. So we got the yeses, which thank you, Lord, I was happy about. But when you finish, you actually have to do paperwork. You have to do that. You know that multiple personalities test or like the MPP test, 500 questions. They make you do that, and they make you talk to like the private, like I won't say all that. You talk to certain people in high places that ask you all these probing questions for like a minute. I am a slow test taker. So I was literally, fun fact, the last person to finish for the Seattle audition. It was like 1:30 in the morning. We don't live in Seattle. Do you think they bring you like transportation back home? Absolutely not. They were like, call a cab. I'm from Virginia Beach. Who calls cabs? I didn't even know how to do that. So that was all a fool. So up until this point, ladies and gentlemen, we are grateful. We are doing all the shebang, bang, bang. We make it. We come home. So I'm like, mama, I made it. Like, I felt like when women are pregnant and they can't tell anybody, that's kind of what it felt like, because I couldn't tell anybody we were on the show besides like our parents. So I'm like, well, now I have to do the next round is the judges, the boot camp. I'm not going to go through all the boot camp part for the sake of time, but
how did it all turn out?
We made it past boot camp, which was amazing. That was actually the most stressful part of the process, because you didn't know when you were going home, and everything would just wait on that. It was just like, hurry up and wait. It was the best time because all the people that like won the show or people who are like on TV shows now, all of us were in that room together. And I remember those moments, like seeing the people from that part. So I loved that part. Go ahead.
So you was on it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get to that part.
It's not, you didn't just show up and they were like, oh, thanks for coming out today, Daypool. You was on there for weeks.
Yeah, so there's 4 rounds. There are 4 rounds of the X Factor. There's the audition, there's boot camp, there's the judges home, and then there's the live show. We made, spoiler alert, because y'all clearly I'm sitting right here. We made it through the 3rd round, so we didn't get on the 4th. But I'm gonna skip forward and tell you the reason I skipped boot camp. For those of y'all who watch YouTube videos or podcasts, one of my podcasts is called The Blooming Onion, where I do talk a little bit about that portion, so you can check that out on YouTube or anywhere. But so I will jump forward to what happened. Boot camp was stressful. Met some of my favorite artists, blah blah blah. There. Then we go to the judges' home. So our judge, they don't tell you who your judge is until you get there. So we get to fly out to California again. This is the first time I'm going to these places. And the judges' home is fun because we ended up getting Paula Abdul as our judge. So I want to lead you up until that performance, because that's important it's so good that this is April Fool's, because you guys don't understand. So Paula, we rehearsed where they rehearse the Grammys at. There's like this huge rehearsal hall space, and that's where you practice. We're going through the practice. The people, like, everything is going really well. If you knew us, we're used to performing for tourists, and we were always used to working under time crunches. So we had to learn like 4 songs in like 2 hours. We were just that type of thing. We were just used to that. What we weren't used to was, okay, you guys have a week to learn 2 songs. So we show up to the first rehearsal. Tony Braxton's musical director is playing the keys, a huge songwriter named Claude Kelly. He's the person arranging everything. So we're there chatting with them. We learn the arrangements. So we come back the next day to rehearsal, because we practiced overnight and we knew the songs. And he like jokingly starts throwing stuff, and it's like, I can't believe y'all MF was gonna come in here like that. So we're like, why are you mad? He was just making jokes, because he said nobody else went back and learned their songs. Everybody just was coming back just the same as yesterday. But to us, we're like, we're trying to win a TV show. Why would we not be practicing? That doesn't make sense. But anyway.
Because he probably knew how y'all showed up.
Yeah, so they used to call us a little military engines, because we were just listen. So it was crazy. We ended up doing, I just remember, so the part that's crucial, and this is how I'm letting y'all know they're setting us up. So I'll never forget this. This was probably one of the coolest moments of my life. While we were there, the VMAs happened. And we had seen different promo clips for the show, and we actually knew 2 of the people that had promo clips, they actually made it. And one person was used as like a gag person, and they didn't make it. So we were like, cool. So what, unbeknownst to us, during the MTV Music Awards, they actually played a commercial. And so our phones were getting blown up after rehearsal. Like, what is everybody hitting us for? And they were like, yo, we're a commercial. So we're thinking, oh, they showed a little clip. And then they were like, no, you guys are the commercial. And I'm like, what? So like, thankfully, because we don't have TVs, we're like working, somebody screen recorded it and sent it over to us. And we were like, we have a commercial on the VMAs, like literally we're about to cry. So then we're like, wait, that's a good thing then. Hope maybe, like if we just rock it out the park, maybe we got a little something, yeah, we might be on the show. Okay, cool. But again, we take literally nothing for granted and we work really, really hard. So it was kind of like, okay, cool, whatever. So we get to the house, we find out it's Paula. And then we're like, oh, we like Paula. This is hype. And then guess who Paula brings as her guest judge?
Michael.
No, Pharrell Williams.
Oh shit.
So wait a minute. We're from Virginia Beach.
Pharrell's from VA.
Pharrell's from Virginia Beach. Star Trek for life. You know what I'm saying? We have a commercial for the VMAs. Things are like, okay, they're kind of setting us up for success, possibly. But again, you don't take anything for granted. And I'll never forget the night before the performance. The lead producer came to our rehearsals and he watched it and he was like, they're all from England, so all of them talk like this. He was like, mate, he was like, fellas, you guys are brilliant. Just get out there. If you do exactly what you did right here tomorrow, perfect. Nothing to worry about. But we're like, oh, okay, thanks, blah, 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 whatever. So, very important part. I'm sorry, because this is actually crucial.
I gotta ask you some questions.
Yes, please.
So, where's the group now? Since it went from, hey, we're not a group no more, and I auditioned, to performing with Paula Abdul and Pharrell. Who working at the barbershop? Who is a security guard? Who is
like, I'm very fortunate. Like, one, we are all like brothers now. Like, we've had so much time to get through that. Actually, one is about to be a dad. So one actually ended up being on season, I think 17 or 13 of The Voice. He was on Team Adam. So top 32 over there. One ended up being on American Idol during one of J-Lo's seasons, which was amazing. And one actually has music coming out really soon that I got to write on. So I'm excited for you guys to hear that. So, and that was all a type of shade. But, and had you caught me about 6 years ago when me and them niggas weren't cool, I might have played in the shade with you. But right now, we have turned over new leaves and we're good.
So this is what I wrote down. When you was telling me how, like, I had to hit them up because I remembered when you was telling the story, it stuck out that y'all wasn't a group no more. And I thought you was gonna perform by yourself. You submit the video with a group of people, and then you show up by yourself, and they be like, "Hey, where's everybody else?" You be like, "Don't worry about that. I got you." That's what I was thinking.
It's like, let me play them on the phone. They right here.
But otherwise, right. But otherwise, I was like, this reminds me of like the Steve Harvey show with Steve and the High Tops, where it's like, hey man, Steady, where you been? Like all this
when stuff. The funk hit the fan. Everybody get funky. Yeah.
That's what I was like, this is that group right here. I was like, how's this shit gonna work? And then next, y'all in the house chilling. What? That's like some Boys to Men Philly.
I'm not gonna act like we were all like. Actually, I'm leaving that part out. It wasn't all hunky dory in the middle of the taping. Like, all of the issues weren't resolved then. And while they will all blame me, I plead the fifth. But that's what they, There was a lot of. That's why I said they kicked us off, because they probably heard them off the mic conversations of us fussing. But
that's what that's what y'all should have did. Y'all should have made a separate reality show, and then so Diddy be like, "Yo, remaking the band." That's what would have been the name of it. Instead of making the band 1 and 2, we would be
remaking the band. Actually, though, might need to call you for the lip verse. We might have a situation.
Listen, I just want my 5%, baby. That's it.
Listen, I don't mind cutting a fee if you're doing 5% of work. You know what I'm saying? I actually like that idea. But essentially, that is kind of what it was like. And so ghetto. Like just certain parts of it just was stressful because you just felt like it's not. We are all like, we love each other to life now, and it was like we really didn't. It's like immaturity. Like when I look back, it's like y'all, we had everything we wanted at our fingertips. Why were we fighting? Like what were we fussing about? And then it got to a point where you're just like, even other people, like I would never put out other people that were on the show that have done great things that were happening behind the scenes with them either. But it's just like I think because it was the first season, it was just so much like chaos. Like, how do we make this work for America? So for me, it was just big on like, I look back now and I'm like, God, I thank you for the opportunity. And I skipped a lot of the people we met type of stuff, but it's like, I met some of my heroes and like people I love, and they validated my talents. Like that to me is like beyond. So I'll never forget, we did the rehearsal. The funniest part about the shadiest part about them to us was we couldn't dance like at all. So there's this move like, like trash. What happened?
Chat, I gotta know. I'm not one to usually do this, but does Day ever have a chance to get in the black card? Let me know. Because y'all was saying earlier, you mentioned, you came out and mentioned Friday. Now you say you can't dance.
No, I said we couldn't. That's past tense. That's not past. I don't live there no more. So we did learn to dance. But at that time, to quote the choreographer himself, he said, y'all dance right here. We just got to figure out how to get it down here. And so, because some of them people couldn't do anything here. And a lot down here.
Y'all was the high tops.
We just my imagination.
Even
though that's not even them, but yeah. So, because I just remember it's this hip move. Like if you watch the video, it's this hip move, and it's so simple. I promise you, it took us 4 hours to get this move.
Wait a minute. We could watch what y'all did on YouTube?
Actually, I don't even know what. I don't even think I think that the Beyonce people came in and they took the Beyonce ninjas went in and took all that footage off the internet. So absolutely not.
No, we gonna search. Yo, what's the name? What's the name of the group? What's the name?
I don't think it's there.
Yo, it's there. Somebody find the link and send it to us.
But I got excited because they were just laughing at us because they were like, y'all learned all these complex harmonies in like 2 hours, and then you turned around, hey y'all, and we're just like, you can't do this hip thrust. Like, what are you doing? But anywho, so it's the day of show, y'all. Like, I have stage fright, so people don't know that because how I am, like when I'm doing, but in real life, I'm like really quiet and reserved. What up, O'Neal? So yeah, I'm really quiet and reserved. So we're getting on there and I'm just like, y'all have your way, Lord. I'm walking around. They have the setup is beautiful. Oh, this is the part I have to tell you because this is crucial to the ending. So what I didn't tell you guys was actually we had a tiff. Well, I don't say it's tiff. We didn't like the arrangement of one of the songs. So Paula wanted us to do an arrangement of Killing Me Softly, but she wanted the I'll Be Sure version. This is all respect, but no respect to I'll Be Sure. Nobody remembers that version because it's not the best version. And that's how the nicest way I'll say it.
Day, you better knock your cup over. You better tell us what you gotta tell us.
Which is trash, okay? So it sounds like if you love pina colada, getting caught in the rain. It sounds like something like that. And that's not, you don't do Killing Me Softly like that. We actually had this idea to make it like a beautiful ballad, and we couldn't get it cleared, allegedly. I don't think they tried. We wanted to transition into Unbreak My Heart by Toni Braxton because we had Tony's musical record there. Don't nobody steal that because one day your boy might still do it, you know what I'm saying? But it was really cool. We sang it, and like Claude was like, this is amazing. And then the TV producers are like, well, guys, it's nice, but the people, they just like to see you smiling a lot. They don't really want to see you all sad and and creeping. AKA, when you're black on TV, make sure you're smiling and you're playing a good job being the coon. But you didn't hear me say that. So they were like, no. Now, granted, we are trying to get on these good people show. We don't know we're not trying to buck the system. So we said, you know what? If we got to sing Killing Me Softly, the Sesame Street version, we're going to make it the best Sesame Street. When Patty said, A, B, C, D, we're going to make it the best Sesame Street version ever. So
is this because you didn't want your bags to be outside of your auntie house?
Listen, we was not trying to have them bags outside her house. And sadly, in hindsight, I wish we fought. And you'll know why. Because I'm a rap, because I know the time is drawing nigh. So we do the performance. We sing 2 songs, If You Love Me and Killing Me Softly. They actually don't show you guys Killing Me Softly. They only show you If You Love Me. If You Love Me went fine. But they did, and that's by Brownstone. So they decided to do, when we got off the performance, I remember the host was like, oh, Alan, you were amazing in that Killing Me Softly. How did it feel hitting the high notes and yeah. And so we're fast forwarding it. I see the arranger after we're done. I see the producers, all the people that we were seeing yesterday. They were like, oh my God, you guys killed it. It was amazing. You know, that was it. Claude Kelly was like, premium, y'all killing it. And then people from Sony, because what you guys can't see is like the label execs are on the side too. So they're walking by like, oh, that was amazing, blah, blah, blah. All the contestants were like, y'all were great. Again, on everything, I think the reason why people like us there is because we're not arrogant. Like, everybody's talented. We watch some of the best singers get sent home in the boot camp. So it literally is just because the wind blows is going to be if you get it. Fun fact, we were actually the last group to get called to go to the next round. Talk about pressure. Anyways, so they got there and they were just like, okay, we're going to start letting people, you know, hear the answers. So I'm kind of speeding through this to get to the point. So we're like, okay, cool. We get there and she's standing in front of us. This part is on TV. I've only watched this like once. And she's like, well, you guys, you know, sometimes, you know, you can have all this talent, but you know, and you know how people always set you up for the okie doke, like they about to like not let you through, but then they really about to let you through. So we were like, okay, well, we'll play into it then. Like, okay, you guys, where was this? Blah, blah. So we got our heads down, like,
so,
and we said,
if the audience agrees to see clips, if we found some clips, can we see some? Can we show some?
Don't show the audition. I can stomach If You Love Me. Like, I can stomach that video.
So I found y'all on YouTube.
Oh gosh.
So can
what color are we wearing? Because I'll let you know.
But I'm saying, you said you went there. So can we get some proof? I just want to make sure that the group was together. I just want to see a clip.
I'll allow it. It's out there. I can't stop people from watching it, so I'll allow it.
I just uh-oh.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. We got proof.
I don't wanna rain on this parade. Want a love that is based on truth, not just hate. You will not hurt my pride if right now you decide that you love me. Say if you trust me.
Y'all, this move right here, this is the move right here. Could not do that for life. What were we wearing?
I wanna touch you, baby. And spread my love all around you, honey. And if you can, you gotta show
Get it, Paul. Get it, Paul.
True love to share. Show it. Prove it.
Thank you.
I want to keep going more.
Thank you.
Then you should have put us on the show.
Day, that was you with the long hair?
No, I was the tallest one. With the tie on, looking a fool, looking like I was about to go door to door saying, "Do you know my Lord and Savior?" Fun fact, we actually met the producer of that song, Dave Hall, and like the first thing he asked was like, "Why did y'all sing that song? That's a girl song." And we were like, we didn't ask to sing that song. And he was like, oh, okay. And it was just like this weird interaction, but that always makes me laugh when I think of that. But yeah, so that was that. And
Yes.
Perez Hilton, I remember Perez Hilton posted that performance, and that was like really cool to us. But he was saying we were lip syncing, and I laughed because I was like, bro, we weren't lip syncing. We just actually had rehearsals. Like that's all it was. But then it turned into be this big X Factor lip syncing scandal. So I was just like, okay, y'all.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I'm just seeing all the comments now. Y'all are awesome. I love y'all. I'm so sorry. I don't have the regular comment section on because I was trying to not freak myself out and see everybody. But thank y'all.
Yo,
So,
that's wild. That whole thing is wild. You said you came on here, it's like, all right, so I'm gonna tell you about the time that I was on X Factor. It's not a time, motherfucker. You was a season. Like that's wild. Like, hold on, what we went during the show, found the footage, pulled it up, and saw y'all moves. All right, so if anybody has any last minute questions, comments, whatever it may be, let me know. Send them in the chat. I'm gonna send them comment now. Comment.
I'm at the end of the story, y'all.
So Day, I have to ask you because I ask all my guests this. From the time that you have came into the episode to the time that you leave the episode, how is it that you would like the people to remember you?
As the guy who learned to dance.
Pull the clip up one more time, Big Willie and Silly. Let me see. Let's.
Oh yes, and listen.
Here's a question for you. Boom. Would you do it again?
Yes, and so much better.
Even if you had to go the other route, where if it wasn't just send a clip of a performance.
I don't think I would.
Any there. What's
funny is actually a lot of the people from the first season, they actually did go the second time and got further. So,
wow, as independent.
Yeah, as solo artists. I would have gone again as a group because they figured out. I don't know if you guys heard of Fifth Harmony. I would hope y'all have, but they were on X Factor, so they were like a later season. So like they figured out how to do the groups after our season. They didn't know how to do them the first season, but they figured it out later. So I would have definitely gone again. And we talked about it. I don't really know why we did it, but you know.
Day, here's a question for you.
Yes.
Can you do the Carlton dance?
Is that it's not unusual to be loved? That's about as good as I can give you sitting down. So I thought that dance was cool as a child. So
oh man. Oh boy, there it is. All right, everybody, for another video, and also to support artists, because listen, we out here, we doing it. You see,
the struggle is real.
You see what he had to go through. You see, he had to schedule something on the last minute. He had to get a whole group back together. He had to go out there. We don't know when we're going home. We got to make it work. He was in the middle of a job too at the same time. Like, hey, I'm going out here for a couple of days. Turned into a lot longer than that. So you all see what it is that artists have to go through. So make sure that you support. That's why I always press it. Support. And from the beginning, I said support Black businesses from Virginia. This right here is a Black business from Virginia that you can support.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I can't make this up. You see how I do there? You see how I do? Not my first time. Now, before we say ta-da, have a good day, good boy.
Here we go.
Are there any last words that you would like to leave with the people?
Based on this story, which I didn't finish, but you can, like I said, you can find the rest, I think, there on the Blooming Onion podcast. Trust your gut. Like, go stand up for what you believe in and fight for it. Because if they're going to kick you off for doing what they want you to do, then you might as well do what you want to do, because you'll feel a lot better about yourself when things are done. You can always live with the mistakes that you make as long as you're the one who chose to make them.
Wow. Write that down, y'all. Come back, watch it again. Just in case you missed a couple of it. Yes. Watch it again, because that's a gem right there. Make sure y'all write that down. Write it with your hand, get some tape and put it on the wall in front of you. That's so you know. Keep you motivated. All right, Day.
Thank you for having me, AJ Dunk. No, all cap. I really, really, really appreciated this. I was so nervous to do this, but you made this a fun experience. So thank you.
Hey, thank you. You've met Paula and Pharrell, so to be nervous for this says I'm doing something right. Hey,
yes.
All right, Day. You take care. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, guys. Check out Lemon Pepper and Sazon Comedy. We have a new podcast called LPS Presents The Zest, or wherever you get your podcast. I actually sing the theme song, and O'Neal Gerald, who's in the chat, he actually produced it. So love you guys. Be blessed.
Yeah. You. Yo, we found the clip. Yo, my man came on here and said that he's talking about the time that he was on the X Factor, and we saw it. Yo, that's crazy. Like, and then like to say that like, oh yeah, I'm going on the show. I'm like, I always try to jump ahead and see what the guest is gonna say, and most of the time I'm wrong. I get hit by the car, and I'm just like, okay, he said he's on the X Factor. He went there, and it was kind of like that clip with Diddy. Like he stared at Diddy, Diddy stared back at him. That's what I was thinking. Then that was it. No, he went there, stayed there. Like I'm gonna have to watch that season, if they call it a season chunk, that competition. I'm gonna have to watch that because wow, I had no idea. So much respect to Day. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for supporting. Make sure you support Black artists. Make sure you support artists. Support y'all. While you're here, please follow the Litverse. Hit that follow button because I do this. We are here once a week. We are here once a week. I can't make this up. Talking Spit with Marlon and Greg is here. The Goss is here. Psychic Bars is here. There's a lot of content made by this. Less this, more of this here. So come here and you're going to see that this is what we do. So make sure you hit that follow button. Follow down there, the Litverse. That's what the Litverse is about. And again, I can't make this up. I bring special guests here once a week. I have a special guest coming and they share a true story that has happened. And we get to comment and talk about it and poke at it too. You get to throw a little shade if you want to also. So again, I'm going to ask you now, all right, before we get out of here. If you think this story is true, let me get an all caps. In the comments, let me get an all caps if you think this story is true. Now, if you think this story is false, some way, somehow, let me get a nah ho. So if you think the story is true, let me get an all caps. If you don't, let me get a nah ho. Because if you're like looking at that video and you're like, I don't really think that was Day. That might have been Day, but that wasn't Day. I don't know. So let's see. We got an all caps. We've got another all caps. Oh, we saw the video. It's all caps. That's right. We did see the video. All caps, of course. All caps. Oh, all caps. Yes. Craig, how you get fired on your day off? They had me on video, they said. We had him on video. And you will get that joke as soon as you check that out with your Black friends day. Thank you again, everybody, for coming and supporting. I appreciate it. Thank you. Shout out to 1 Cent 76, always showing up, showing love. Appreciate that. Thank you to Anik. I'm just going to say the first little part because names start getting, I don't know. Thank you to Homegirl. Thank you to Mitch. Thank you to Drac. Thank you to everybody that showed up. And Pool, thank you, everybody. And again, my name is AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. You can find me at www.ajdunk.com. And from there, you have my Facebook, my Instagram, my Twitter. It's all located at ajdunk.com. Also, I got my YouTube there. And on my YouTube, I've got some stuff. I've got sketches. I've got skits. I got stand-up. I've got Soup of the Day. There's a lot of things to offer there. Make sure you go there. Check it out, ajdunk.com. Make sure you subscribe. I appreciate that. Thank you to everybody. Once again, have a good night. The name is AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. Don't forget, laughter is always in style. And
What you do, AJ? Don't
And I know you say you don't do cocaine.
I don't do drugs.
That's the
No
thing.
drug here.
I'm just saying, like, no, I know. I'm just saying hypothetically.
Okay.
Hypothetically, if you were to do,
no cocaine.
I know. Conversations always go south when I bring up drug. I'm sorry, you don't do it.
That's a lie.
Okay, can you? Okay.
Okay, tío Blue.
Yeah.
Now, how you gonna answer my question?
Well, I feel like I did a great job, but we got another one.